So Julie, Nathan tells us a lot about you.
All good, I hope.
He said you're a therapist. That must be challenging.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah, I wanted to be a therapist once. Then I met Dan and got knocked up. Now I have no real job skills and I'm completely dependent on you.
Here we go.
Well, it's true. It's true. If I hadn't gotten married at 18, I could have been somebody.
Ma, well maybe if you'd been on birth control, I wouldn't have had to marry you. I could have gone out to med school and cured cancer by now.
I understand what you're both saying.
Need I remind you, you had terrible grades. You never would have gotten into med school.
Well, maybe I had terrible grades because my mother was addicted to painkillers and I had to work 2 jobs just to help pay for rent.
Drug abuse can be a...
Whoa, my ass! Hold on, young lady. You are not going out there dressed like that.
Well, maybe if you had been more emotionally available for me, I wouldn't have the need to dress this way in order to get male attention.
Well, maybe I would have been emotionally unavailable if I didn't have abandonment issues from my own deadbeat father. You got 2 parents raising you.
Well, maybe I would be able to appreciate that if Mom had ever come to one of my softball games. Maybe then I would have felt supported and won a softball scholarship to college. Maybe if you both...
Maybe I would have come to your games if my mother had ever come to one of my games. Maybe then I would have realized how important that is.
Well, at least I'm not an alcoholic like Nathan.
Well, maybe I wouldn't be an alcoholic if I inherited better things.
You can blame that on your father's side of the family.
Accoladicism runs on your mother's side of the family.
Oh, you blame the Irish for everything!
I wish I was adopted.
You were adopted.
Do you hear yourselves? Look, I may be overstepping my bounds, but I'd like to try and help.
Go ahead.
All right. Now, you all seem to have a clear idea of why you do the things you do. And that's good. Some people don't have any idea of what makes them tick. But maybe, instead of blaming each other for everything that's wrong in your lives, maybe you can realize it's not too late to change.
So, you must be very well adjusted. You must have had good parents.
Oh, I love my parents. They've been married for 45 years and they're still going strong. They've been pillars of support my entire life, and they made me realize that I can have everything that they had as long as I apply myself.
So, you're like 40, right?
Yes.
Divorced twice, right?
Yeah, those were lessons learned.
Do you have any kids?
Not yet.
And basically unemployed?
Well, technically I'm an independent contractor.
So, basically you're saying that this is all no one's fault but your own.
Well, you know.
And maybe, just maybe, you can live up to your parents' example.
Well, I don't think
So maybe you're afraid of finding a long-lasting relationship because of the high standards your parents set.
Maybe
they set the bar too high. And so instead of trying, you close yourself off for fear of failure.
Oh my God. I think you're right. My perfect childhood has screwed up my life.
Where you going?
This is all your fault. Maybe if you hadn't invited me here, I wouldn't have realized how fucked up I really am. I need a cigarette.
I thought you quit.
Oh yeah? Well, if I get lung cancer, I'll know exactly who to blame. I'm going to the store for a carton of Pall Malls. You coming?
Look what you did.
She's great. She's gonna fit right in.